do fraud work at my job. And so for 12 hours a day, overnight, from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m., 3 to 4 days a week, depending on the week, alternating each week, I'm on the computer pretty much going through websites. I just came from the gym, so that's why I look like this. I need to shave and all that. I came across this article, and this article is the reason for the title of this video. It's a little hot. I'll turn on the fan. Alright. This comes from idatedaily.com, and the first page was posted April 25th, 2013. Man faces rape charges for refusing to pull out of wife. It's rare that you'll find instances of a husband facing prison time for raping his wife, but one British court has ruled that a man could be convicted of rape even if his wife consented to sex. That's all that needs to be said. A British court ruled in a signpost decision that a man would still be guilty if he did something she asked him not to do. She asked him not to. Daily Mail reported Thursday. The High Court ordered the Director of Public Prosecutions to reconsider not prosecuting the man. The incident isn't as violent as it sounds. The man's wife consented to having sex, but only under the condition that he does not ejaculate inside her, as she did not want to have any more children. The man agreed to his wife's terms. However, at the last minute, he decided to renege on the agreement. The man told her, quote, "Because you're my wife and I'll do it if I want." End quote. The woman became pregnant after the incident in February 2010. Lord Judge ruled that because the man, the woman's husband under Sharia law, did not stick to his part of the pre-sex deal, he could, in the eyes of the law, be held guilty of rape. The second page and the update was posted September 2nd, 2013. Many months ago, we told you that about a man that was facing rape charges after failing to, quote, pull out of his wife. To quote, pull out, end quote, of his wife during sex. In the original story, a British court ruled that a man could be convicted of rape even if his wife consented to sex. In this particular case, the woman consented to sex under the condition that her husband would withdraw from her as she did not want to have any more children. The man agreed to his wife's terms. However, at the last minute, he decided to renege on the agreement. The man told her, quote, "Because you are my wife and I'll do it if I want," end quote, which resulted in an unwanted pregnancy in February 2010. An update of the case via Daily Mail reports the husband now faces prosecution for rape following the court's ruling that he deliberately ignored the wife's wishes that he does not ejaculate in her. She has not consented to sex. I'll reread that part. An update of the case via Daily Mail reports the husband now faces prosecution for rape following the court's ruling that if he deliberately ignored his wife's wish that he does not ejaculate in her, she has not consented to sex. Initially, the wife had not objected to intimacy with her husband. However, Daily Mail reports she was subsequently, quote, deprived of choice, end quote, with the consequence that, quote, her consent was negated, end quote. by the acts of her husband, who had a track record of, quote, abusive dominance, end quote. What may have started out as a married couple enjoying a moment of pleasure has turned into a married couple wallowing in misery. Prior to the court's ruling, a number of people expressed disgust in the wife's decision to prosecute her husband. And that's the end of it. I had plenty that I wanted to say, but I'm not going to bother. Anything that anybody says chastising this woman, demonizing this woman, has probably already been said in the comment section of these two pages that I'll link to. Now you know the reason for the title of this video. And it really hurts me to say that because I just remembered I didn't upload that video yet. It's still sitting on my computer. I really need it. Procrastination is Satan. I'm sorry, it is, but that rape analysis video that I had, it's still sitting on my computer. I don't know why I don't just upload it. Probably because I always think that, especially with something like that took a while to do, I feel like there's something that I'm going to forget out of that whole video. But I really just need to hurry up and upload it, especially since I'm starting to pay attention to YouTube less and less. And if I wait too long, I'm just not going to do it. It's bad enough I've been promising that video for, what, like 2 years now or something? But you know, there was one part of that video, that rape analysis video, that I'm still on the fence if I should edit it out, and that was the part where I discuss how I myself was raped at 14 by some 18-year-old girl. It was at a party or something, it was at a party, and long story short, I was tied down, and I'll explain it all out. I mean, it's explained all out in detail in that video, in that rape analysis video. But simply the fact of the matter is, for any guy thinking, wow, a girl forced you to get pussy from her, it's not, I don't even know what to say to someone like you if you honestly think that, interestingly enough, that same girl was fucking British as well, just like where this happened. That's very interesting. Anyway, yeah, that video will be up relatively soon. But it kind of hurt me to post the title the way I posted it, considering what happened to me. And for anybody that sees this video or that rape analysis video, congratulations. Apart from one other girl, you are the first person to know about that. Nobody in my family knows about that. They still don't, because I don't think they watch my YouTube channel. My sister might. If you do, well, you know now, sis. It really kind of hurt me to post that, but the problem is that this is not the first time I've heard this kind of story, and it this is also another reason why prostitution should be legal. But then again, I'm sure they'd find some way to say that that's rape too. I don't care. I mean, I know it sucks because I know plenty of women that were actually actually raped. Not, oh my god, I was drunk and I went and let all 400 guys, 4,000 guys come inside me. Oh, now I feel bad. It's rape. I'm talking about like actually fucking didn't bring attention to themselves with any kind of dress. Didn't anything and still got. I actually know a few girls that are like that, so it really hurt me to say to post this the way I posted it, the title, but I don't care anymore. And if this, forget my other video, reason analysis of why men are done with, and it had the ellipses fill in the blank. If this right here, I don't know any man that gets married to not have sex. I don't. He can do that, and despite what any of us say, we probably are doing that and lots of it while we're single. For you to not, at this point, any man that honestly chooses to get married at this point, I don't want to say I hope this exact thing does happen to him, but let's just say I'll have a smile on my face if it does. Cause you should get it by now. Consensual sex is rape. Consent. She can consent to sex and it's still fucking rape. She fucking married. Consensual sex is still rape. I, I, I don't want to say it, even though, especially because it's going to be online and anything that's online is there for all time. But I just, I don't. Oh God, oh Jesus. Seeing stuff like this, and the fact that this is not an isolated incident, it happens more often than anybody's willing to admit. I just, it's, it's like if having consensual sex can still be rape, it just, I've just reached a point where I'm like, you know what? I don't see a problem with raping women. I don't. I just, I, I probably shouldn't say. Take that back. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. You can't rape them. You can't have consensual sex because that's still rape. Just take it. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. How can somebody that was raped by a girl say something? What are men to do? What are we to do? Prostitution isn't legal. Can't get married because consensual sex is still rape. Rape is rape. What? I don't know. I really have a hard time finding. I'm having a hard time now finding women. I have a hard time finding that being a problem. Women getting raped. I have a hard time finding that to be a problem when there's just no way to just have sex with them without it possibly turning into rape. Even consensual sex turns into rape. I have a hard time giving a fuck about women that have been raped anymore. I the, the more I see stories like this, the more I'm like, I don't see raping them as a problem anymore. I really don't. Because there's no out. There's nothing we can do. Rape is rape. Consensual sex is rape. There's nothing you can do. So you're fucked either way. do what you want. I know I'm gonna get heat for that. I know it's not up for all time, but if anybody sees any way, tell me. Anybody sees any way out, tell me. Because married, fucking married. And she consented to having. It's not like she didn't want to have sex any at all. That I can understand. That obviously is rape, fine. But she agreed. This video is going on too long. It's time to end it. I need to. I need to go to the gym or something. I need to go lift some weights or something. I don't know. I don't know. Where's the stop button on this thing?